The shoes are still by the door. The bag landed on the first chair it reached. There is a coat somewhere, draped over something, and a small pile of mail that arrived 3 days ago and never moved. None of it is dramatic. None of it is even a mess exactly. But every time you walk in, something in your body registers it. A low, quiet signal that says, not quite right, not quite calm. And so instead of arriving home, you just arrive somewhere else that also needs your attention. Maybe you have tried fixing it. A little basket for the shoes, a hook for the bags, a small table by the door so things have somewhere to go. And for a few days, it works. Then the basket overflows. Then the hook holds 4 bags instead of 1. And somehow, before you have done anything wrong, the entry is a threshold you dread instead of one you love. What if the problem was never the shoes? What if it was the absence of something much older, much simpler, and much more intentional? There is a principle behind every peaceful Japanese home. Not a product, not a system, a philosophy built into the architecture itself. And once you understand it, you will see why your entry has never quite worked the way you hoped. Stay until the end, because the last idea in this video tends to be the one that makes the whole thing click. In Japanese, the word is genkan. Literally, it means dark gate or entrance barrier. But its real meaning lives in the space between outside and inside. The genkan is not just where you remove your shoes, it is a moment, a deliberate pause, a physical declaration that says, what belongs to the street stays at the street. What enters this home enters with intention. Every traditional Japanese home has one, a lowered or raised step, a stone platform, a clear, unmistakable line between the world out there and the world in here, not a door, a threshold. And those two things are not the same. Most homes have a door. You push it open and you're already inside. The bag comes with you. The stress comes with you. The noise of the day, the unresolved emails, the mental residue of everything that happened since morning. It all crosses the threshold without being asked whether it belongs. The Genkan principle says, pause here, decide here, leave here what does not serve the peace of this space. This is the first thing. The Genkan is not a storage solution. It is a psychological practice. When you step over that threshold, something is supposed to happen in your body. A small release, a deliberate exhale. The outside world stays where it belongs and you cross into something quieter. Even if your home does not have an architectural genkan, you can create the principle. A small woven mat, a wooden tray for shoes, a single hook used only for today's coat, emptied every evening. The size does not matter, the intention does. The entry needs to know its own purpose. This is where outside ends and inside begins. The second thing is what the Japanese call kakuryo, hidden place. The Genkan principle extends naturally into one of the most common sources of quiet anxiety in Western homes, visible accumulation. The bags that live on chairs, the shoes that spread across the floor, the things that have not found their home, so they rest where they landed. Each one, by itself, is not a problem. Together, they create a low-frequency noise in the mind. You do not think about them consciously, but you see them every time. And every time, something inside you registers, unfinished, pending, not resolved. The practice here is not aggressive decluttering. It is the gentle discipline of the hidden place. One closed box in the entry for things in transition. One surface, always clear. Not because the home must be perfect, because your eyes deserve at least one place to land and find nothing asking anything of them. If you have ever started the day feeling like the house is already ahead of you, already making demands before you have even had your first quiet moment, this is why. The accumulation speaks before you are ready to hear it. There is a tool built for exactly this feeling. It is called Cozy Home Builder, and it was designed for people who want a peaceful home but live real, irregular lives. Answer a few questions. Get a personalized home plan in seconds, built around your available time, your energy, and what your home needs each day. It is in the first pinned comment, and it is worth looking at. The third thing is Ma. You may have heard this word. It translates roughly as negative space. But the lived meaning is richer than that. Ma is the pause in music that allows each note to be heard. In home design, it is the empty surface that gives the eye somewhere to breathe. The Japanese do not fill space because they are afraid of emptiness. They protect emptiness because they understand that emptiness is not absence. It is the condition for calm. When every surface holds something, the mind holds something too. When the entry has three objects competing for attention, your nervous system registers three things at once without your choosing. Ma is the practice of protecting the quiet. Choosing deliberately which objects earn the right to be seen, not minimalism as an aesthetic. Minimalism as an act of care toward the person who comes home tired and needs the room to do its work. One small practice. Walk through your entry and count the objects that are there, not because they were placed with intention, but because they were never moved. Those objects are not decoration. They are decisions that were delayed. And delayed decisions have a cost, paid quietly every single day. The fourth idea is perhaps the one that settles all the others. The Genkan is not just for things, it is for states. When the Japanese step out of their shoes at the Genkan, they are not following hygiene protocol. They are performing a ritual of transition, the posture of crouching, removing, placing the shoes neatly side by side. It is slow, it is deliberate, it communicates to the body, this moment matters. You are home now. You can put something down. Think of what it would mean to have a ritual like that, not a rule, a ritual. Something small and specific that happens every time you cross the threshold that tells your nervous system the same thing it was told yesterday and the day before. You are home. You are safe. The day is over. Even a single gesture, repeated consistently, can become the body's signal to shift from reactive to rested. This is not mystical. It is physiology, and it is available to anyone. What this video has really been about is not the entry of your home. It is the entry into yourself at the end of a long day. Whether your home feels like a refuge or another demand depends not on how large it is, not on how beautifully it is decorated, but on whether there is something at the door that says, you can exhale now. Whether there is a threshold, however simple, that marks the end of one world and the beginning of another. That transition does not happen automatically. It has to be designed, and it can be. The Genkan principle is this: a home that feels peaceful does not happen because it is perfectly organized. It happens because someone decided at the entry what belongs inside. And that decision made everything else easier. If that is the kind of home you want to build, Cozy Home Builder was made for exactly this. It is an intelligent planning assistant that creates a personalized home routine based on your real life, not an ideal one. Tell it how much time you have today. Tell it your energy level. Tell it what your home actually needs right now. It will give you a clear, realistic plan for the day, so you never again stand in the middle of your home wondering where to begin. No guilt, no perfectionism, no decision fatigue. The home maintenance tracker included in the kit also means nothing slips through the cracks week after week. Small maintenance done consistently means no more overwhelming deep cleaning Saturdays. Scan the QR code on screen or find it in the first pinned comment. Your home is waiting to become the most restful place in your life. The door is already there. All that is missing is the threshold.